Afternoon, friends. Gyro Bomber 327 here. Welcome you back to another one of my videos. I think this time around we're gonna do something I haven't done in quite some time, actually, and that's to talk about another great horror movie. Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. This one, of course, has an interesting twist to it, you might say, because it, uh, um, that's another one that revolves around the character of Tommy, in a way, Tommy Jarvis, um, who is, from Mercury, is played by John Shepherd, I think, though I could be wrong. Let's see. But anyway, yeah, Friday the 13th, Part 5. It's a very good movie and all, but just like it says, this has a very interesting twist to it. As it starts off where, Tommy's having a dream, a dream in a way, or a nightmare, whichever you want to call it. Um, and it's two guys that are digging up Jason's grave. And, of course, they manage to dig it up and all, but, of course, Jason kills the two guys that are at the grave. One gets a machete through the gut. The other one got something else in the neck. I couldn't tell what it was, really. But, Jason gets up out of his grave and notices Tommy as a kid just watching the whole thing. So Jason grabs the machete out of the guy's gut and starts to approach Tommy. And Tommy's just all freaked out in a way about this whole thing. So as Jason gets closer to Tommy, he starts to look down on him, and um, and got to thinking to him. I guess Jason was thinking to himself, "Hey, you're the one who tried to kill me, but you see, I'm back." He probably is also thinking to himself, "Now it's time for you to die." So he takes the hand that he's got the machete and lifts it up very slowly, and just Tommy's kid's like, "No!" So as Jason just goes to swing for it, boom! The dream ends and Tommy wakes up. Yeah. Um. Um. And uh, let's see. Of course, as the dream ends, um, let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, there's two guys that are taking Tommy to I guess it's like a halfway house, I guess you might call it. It's over at oh god, what's the name of it? I think it's Pinehurst, I think, or something like that. And um, so they get to the Pinehurst house, and um, so but anyway, later on in the movie, um, trying to think, um, um, yeah, but yeah, later on in the movie, Tommy starts, Aaron, gets having weird thoughts in his head about what happened, uh, at night, that he tried to kill Jason, but he can't seem to get it out of his head. So he just gets up out of his bed and, goes over to his dresser where there's a bottle of pills, I think it is, or something like that. And so he takes one, Starts to feel relief, but yeah, he sees an illusion of Jason in the mirror, holding an axe. He freaks out over it, and um, but he turns around. There's nothing. So that's all it was, a mere illusion. Oh boy. Um, yeah. Um, and but also going further ahead of that scene, um, there's these two people that are well, what you might call messed up in a way. It's um oh shit, I'm trying to think. Um, yeah, it's a mother and his kid in a way who's really all like loony, you might say, real super loony. Um, uh, so of course they get it by Jason too. Of course, starting with the kid on the bike. Yeah, he got decapitated, and the mother gets a cleaver to the head. Yeah, it's a double messed up way to die. um, of course, also going past that scene, back at the house, um, extra murders start to stir up there. Starting with this guy who um, couldn't speak very well. I want to say his name was Jake, I think it was, or something like that. And he tries to get um, um, goes upstairs to try to get a girl's attention, obviously, and of course couldn't succeed very well. So he turns around, takes a couple of steps, and there's Jason holding that cleaver again. So he gets it, of course. Um, um, trying to think. Then I want to say, the curly haired girl, Robin, I believe it was. She goes upstairs, gets ready for bed, climbs to the top bunk, and finds Jake's body. So she starts to freak out, but there's Jason right below the bunk, and what do you know? An upward stab with the machete takes out Robin. Yeah. Then the next person he gets is, of course, is a girl too, Violet. Um, he enters the room, slowly opening the door, and um, so he walks in and does a like a little disappearing act. I guess it was into the some sort of area like the closet or something like that. But because he didn't want to be detected. So he starts to approach Violet with that machete in his hand. So, and as Violet turns around, Jason grabs a hold of her on the throat and puts her up against the wall, tries to choke her for a little bit, but then stabs her right in the gut. Boom, just like that. So, little Reggie, of course, who is portrayed by Shavar Ross, goes upstairs, looks see what the heck is going on, and finds all three dead bodies in Tommy's room. So he kind of kind of freaks out a little. But he turns around, finds the character of Pam, played by, I think it's Melanie Kinnaman, I believe it is. And, um, um, so she tries to calm Reggie down, but, and trying to figure out what's going on and stuff. And Reggie's like, "There's something in Tommy's room." So she goes to check it out. Lets out a little scream, of course. So they run downstairs. Reggie trips over, and Jason bursts right through the door. Yeah, and so he um then takes so Reggie and Pam make their way out the back door, and that's kind of where the chase began. But as the chase progresses, um, uh, Pam um, gets a little lost, finds her way back to the house where Reggie's grandpa already bought it. He got a little thrown to the window. So, uh, um, yeah, so she takes off as Jason's after her, and kind of trips in the mud in a way. But as Jason's about to get her, Reggie kind of saves her away by driving, looked like some sort of equipment in her way, um, and rams it into Jason with that. Yeah, I think it's yeah, whatever it is. But yeah, he nailed Jason with it and kind of saved Pam's life. Um, Also, so as Pam's kind of having a "you saved my life" moment, Jason grabs. I think once he grabbed. I can't remember if it was Reggie or Pam by the leg, but grabs one of them and um I think it was Pam's character that kind of kicked Jason in the face, and um so Chase goes on again, but kind of for a short moment, as Jason kind of knew where they went into. They went into the barn, but so Reggie took himself up to the upper area where the hay's at and stuff. Pam's hiding in a little area where she finds a chainsaw. So as Jason opens the door that Pam's in, the chainsaw starts up, and Jason's trying to block the chainsaw, but um, uh, chainsaw kind of died, of course, but she couldn't get it started. So she throws the chainsaw at Jason and kind of runs for it and makes her way up to where Reggie's at. And and as that progresses, Tommy shows up, and uh, Reggie notices him, and so Jason turns around, sees Tommy, approaches him, and gives him a little slash into the chest area. So Jason's thinking to himself, "Now I've got you." So he gets ready to do a downward stab, but Tommy pulls out his pocket knife and nails Jason in the leg. Yeah, I see those types of things like that in general. I'm thinking to myself, no, actually, I'm sorry. I have a Friday the 13th the game flashback. Yeah, like they want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them. Yeah, I'm not very good with imitating a old woman's voice. But yeah. So they, of course, well, later on, they finally succeed in finishing off Jason. So in the um, movie it's getting ready to come to a close, of course, with the scenes in the hospital, and uh, so um, as Tommy's resting in bed, he reopens his eyes again and sees another illusion of Jason. Yeah, and so the illusion disappears, and so Pam gets ready to go see Tommy, and, here's a crash in the window. She leans her ear across the door, so she rushes in and sees the window's broken. Tommy, who's got the Jason mask on, closes the door and holds what looks like a knife in his hand, and was about ready to stab her. But that's how the movie closes, right there. So, with that in mind, that is going to wrap up my little talk about a Friday the 13th Part 5. So next time here at the Bomb Squad, we might talk about something else, or maybe you might see a little playthrough. Till then, this is Gyro Bomber 327 saying so long.